I'm going to say this right now, and I stop me if I'm wrong, but I truly believe I'm not. This is the greatest run in the history of battle rap. Let's talk about what I want to talk about. Damn, man, there was a lot of, you know, a lot of lackluster performances. You know, shout out to Houston, man. I love Houston is definitely one of the better crowds to ever grace, you know, battle rap, man. You know, they try, you know what I'm saying? This was a long ass event, so for them to still have the energy that they had when it was coming down to JC and Swamp, you know, shout out to them. Shout out to Houston, great crowd. I'll run by a few battles. I'm not gonna like sit here and just recap everything. I'll talk about what I feel like stood out to me more than anything. First of all, you know, Nunn and Danny Myers I thought was okay. I had Nunn taking it. The first 2 rounds, I felt like Danny was just so choppy and all over the place at times, and I felt like Nunn put on a much cleaner performance. Debatable battle. I don't think anyone did that much better than the other guy to say that Danny took it clear or to say that Nunn took it clear. But I guess it showed, you know, people were kind of weird about that battle, you know, because they thought that it wasn't NOME worthy. And to be honest, man, not a lot of battles felt NOME worthy tonight, man. There weren't really that much fights that were being put up. K-Shine and Real Sikh, wow, man. I mean, you know, I've said this before and I'll say it again a million times over until you call me a broken record. You know, K-Shine, you know, let careers play out. Let careers play out. Let careers play out. Let careers play out. I understand it's so easy to be a what have you done for me lately? It's so easy to be a prisoner of the moment. But if you've seen greatness from somebody, that greatness is always there. It depends on them to bring it out. So, you know, to see a lot of people, there were a lot of people saying that Sikh was going to dirty 30 K-Shine. He was going to absolutely kill him. K-Shine had no chance whatsoever. I mean, like, wow, man. I don't know where that comes from. Somebody so decorated as K-Shine. It was a complete masterclass. It was a complete masterclass. He outclassed him in every way, shape, or form. And I think, you know, I saw somebody give Sikh advice, and I think it's true. I think it was DNA. Real Sikh has a style that is liked, has a style that is appreciated. But even I at times, and I think all battle rappers at times, need to sit themselves down and try to elevate, right? Try to, you know, my biggest moments, you know, the butterfly reverse life and the surprisingly low and the Street Fighter and the Vegeta shit, like all that stuff, it was always me stepping outside the box, right? It was like, all right, let me not do what I know, you know, how to do. Let me not stick to my bread and butter and try something, right? High risk, high reward. I think Sikh needs to take more risks in stepping out of his comfort zone. Dog walk, man. I mean, Shine was incredible, dude. You know, a vintage K-Shine, but a mature K-Shine. I don't know how he keeps losing age. K-Shine at the face-off looked 18, and then the day of the battle today, K-Shine looked 11? So I don't know what he's eating or what he's doing, but Shine is looking younger and younger every day. He was energetic as fuck. He was just really getting it in there. Sikh, listen, man, and everybody else, you mention me, you lose. Hey, every time I battle, I lose. So mentioning me doesn't really do much, okay? Hollow and Geechi, I really do want to go off on the JC and Swamp, but just give me 1 second. I'll go into Hollow and Geechi and then we'll talk about that, because that's really what I want to talk about. Hollow and Geechi, man, wow. Same thing. Don't, you know, let careers play out. If you were a prisoner of the moment person, and I caught myself doing this when I was making the tier list for Hollow to Don before this started, I kind of caught myself. I got to call myself out on my own bullshit. I said that he was like a 50-50 / tough match. And I was basing it off the last conversations that he was having, right? The last few battles that he's had. he seemed human. He seemed just, you know, not himself, right? Or at least what people, you know, say that he is, right? And there we go. Incredible performance. Such a smart performance, right? Hollow is so good at making jokes, but like very, very effective jokes. Jokes that will water you down as you continue. Geechi, man, Geechi was not there. Geechi was not there, man. That second was weird, dude. That second was weird for him to be rapping in so much silence, and for him to be stumbling so many times. If we're gonna judge it, I feel like any way you want to go, Hollow won. I thought the if you want to give him the first and the third, you could probably make a statement for that. If you want to give him the first and second, if you want to give him the second and third, I thought he clearly took the first 2 rounds. The first round, material-wise and reaction-wise, was very close, but the only separation for me was Geechi's stumbles, was him stumbling over himself. It wasn't anything like crazy severe where like he paused for a long time, except for the second. The second was bad, but it was enough, right? And I was explaining it in the chat as we were going along. It's the equivalent of you at a concert and you hearing like that, you know what I'm saying? If someone's singing and they sing an off key, it throws you off. It takes you a while to kind of get back in the mode of listening and appreciating. And then if someone keeps doing that, you know, it's not a good performance. So it really was not a good first 2 rounds from Geechi, which was really weird to say. I thought it was really dope that he turned the fuck up in the third. Vintage him just doing what he always does from an effective standpoint. Maybe he does need to take some time off, but he just got booked with disaster. I think Geechi, since his battle with me, he's been criticized more, and I feel like people just hold him to a higher standard now. So I think the same way I said that Real Sikh has to sit down, I think it's the same way I think Geechi has to sit down and kind of possibly thinking about switching it up, or maybe just elevating what he's known for. You know what I'm saying? The man's a juggernaut. The fact that he's kind of been human for the last like 4 months, it's so regular to normal battle rappers, but he's such a special guy that the bar is just set so high. The bar is set so high. So it's just weird to see. It's weird to see him like that. It's weird to see him like that. Goodz and Eazy to Black Captain. If you got anybody at this point, if you're picking anybody to beat Eazy to Black Captain, I think you're out of your mind. I need to see him lose. It has been 2 years. I need to see him actually lose. At this point, he has faced everybody that after a win you go, well, if anyone's going to do it, he's going to do it, right? Well, if anyone's going to do it, Cortez will take him out. It's a weird matchup. Okay, he beat the shit out of Cortez. All right, well, if anyone's going to do it, T-Top's going to do it, right? And then okay, well, if anyone's going to do it, Rex is going to be the one, right? Old school nostalgia, yada, yada, yada. He's going to beat him up. Murders T-Rex. All right, if anyone's going to do it, K-Shine's going to do it. Veteran, one of the greatest battle rappers in the world. Beat the shit out of K-Shine. All right, well, if anyone's going to do it, and then Chess, and I had Chess winning, but he edged it in one of the greatest battles ever, right? So that's not a loss, right? What's so special about Eazy to Black Captain is most of a battle rapper's resume is debatable, man. Is debatable. Unless they're special or unless their opponent fucked up, most battles are very debatable, right? Eazy is not having debatables. And that's very weird to see. And you come across, sometimes you'll be on a run where you'll clearly beat 2-3 people, you know what I mean? 3 or 4 people, and that's a wild run. I'm going to say this right now, and stop me if I'm wrong, but I truly believe I'm not. This is the greatest run in the history of battle rap. If you want to take 11 battles, his last 12 battles, his last 13, whatever you want, this is the greatest display of skill, consistent skill, consistently being the biggest threat in the game every single time. And I'll go as far as to say, you have a new face of URL. You are not supposed to clearly win so many battles. You are not supposed to do that. We are all very high caliber rappers, right? We are all very talented people. When we clash, it takes something crazy happening for one to completely outshine the other. You've put him in front of legends. You've put him in front of people in his class. You put him in front of mid tiers. You put him in front of top tiers. You have literally put him in front of everybody, right? Every single person. Every single person. Saya to God. Yes, I do read comments, but right now I'm recapping an event. So what I usually do is I talk to you. And then when I'm done recapping the event, I'm going to stop recording it so I could upload on YouTube, because it's going to make it really weird if I cut in and start talking to chat during a recap that I'm uploading on YouTube that you just did right now, and you really just fucked me up crazy and I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. You piece of shit. Picking Eazy to block captain. Not picking Eazy to block captain to win is not picking Tiger Woods on the golf course in the 90s and the 2000s. There is literally no reason whatsoever at this point right now, until he loses, to see Eazy to block captain against somebody else and go, that guy's going to beat him. No, I've seen him stand in front of every one of those guys, and he just... I mean, damn, dude. Damn. You know, oh my God, bro. The most incredible run in the history of battle rap. Easily, honestly. I think there's been, there's been exciting rises in battle rap. Clips, Geechi, Twerk, right? There's been rising stars. There's been bigger stars, bigger glow-ups, right? But if you want to talk about the art, the competitive aspect of battle rap, this guy versus this guy, Eazy is doing something I've never seen before. I've never seen it. I put him in the bracket of untouchable before NOME 12. It remains untouchable. Incredible performance on Eazy to block captain's side. And I don't even know what to say. T-Top and Tay Roc, you know, dude, I've literally been streaming for 10 hours trying to fucking entertain you guys through all the pre-shows, the shows, and the post-show. I'm not scared of Eazy, man. I'm not scared. It's not a sword fight. You know what I mean? Like, you don't die after a rap battle. You might die on the inside, but there's nothing to be afraid of. It's not, you know what I'm saying? But no, keep him away from me. I'm good. Little slap, where the fuck you at? Tay Roc 30 top, man. I mean, and a dope performance on Tay Roc's. You know, I was pretty tired. The chat was pretty gassed out. We've been we've been dealing with a long ass stream, dude. Each of these battles took damn near, you know, an hour plus. So I was pretty tired, and I kind of stopped paying attention for a split second. But Tay Roc was doing very good, man. Tay Roc was doing dope. T-Top was not. So I got Roc 30. And then the last thing that I want to talk about, which was the thing that I want to talk about more than anything, was the results of JC and Swamp, right? So I'll start by saying, I think the next tournament, first of all, you got over like 1,000+ people in here. We all need to let URL know, I don't care who's in the tournament, when UM6 rolls around, your boy has to be an official judge. Your boy has to be an official judge, hands down. If UM6 is in the works and I don't get a call to judge, this community is bugging the fuck out, man. Bugging the fuck out. But JC and Swamp, right? One of the things that I thought should be implemented into the next one, right? If we're doing UM6, the next thing that I want implemented is I want the judges to score the rounds before the next round starts. So the same way they do in boxing or they do in MMA, the bell rings and the judges check off who won the first before the second round starts. And then the second round starts, the second round ends. Judge that and then move on to the third. I'm saying that because we're all humans. And I'm not ripping into the judges except for the ones that quote bars. Hey, quoting things that are on paper have nothing to do with anything. What's the quote if it was delivered like poopy scoops? Stop quoting bars. Hey, judge, can you explain to me how the guy won the battle? Yeah, sure. Well, in the first round, he had the pixie stick bar, and then he had the potato bar, and then he had the Power Ranger bar, and then he had a Martin reference, and then that was really cool. And then when the other guy had the bar, he had that tomato bar. That was sick. And then he had the bar about the car, and then he had the bar about the shut the fuck up. I'm not ripping into the judges, but I'm saying we are all human. You don't know if subconsciously they might have had Swamp winning the first two rounds, like I did, right? But now the last thing that they see is Swamp choking, right? JC taking advantage of that round, and you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Maybe the judges now feel like their backs are up against the wall. And they feel like maybe it's going to be the wrong call if they publicly say they had Swamp winning, but everyone in the back of their head is like, oh, well, we just saw him choke. We just saw him choke, right? But when it comes to, man, I mean, who are you going to blame? It's got to be Swamp, dude. God, what a dropping of the ball, dude. I thought he had that in the pocket, and I think the saddest part about that is when he got it back in the third, he was fucking fire, man. I actually thought that Swamp's round from a material standpoint in the third was better than JC's. But if you choke, I don't care what year it is, I don't care who you are, if you choke and your opponent doesn't, you lost the round, dude. You lost the round. Crazy ball drop, dude. I had Swamp had it in the bag, and the crowd wanted him to have it in the bag. We wanted him to have it in the bag. I felt like he got all the push that he needed. And he did the right thing from writing to get there. And he just dropped the ball, dude. Oh, my Lord, bro. Ugh. Crazy, man. You know, shout out to Swamp, though. I know good will come out of it. I think he deserves bigger plates, man. I said that he was one of the only guys that I felt in URL needed a lot of improvement. And he's definitely improved, man. He has great stage presence. He's obviously down to, he's down to battle wherever. It doesn't matter the stage. It doesn't matter how many people are there. It doesn't matter what's on the line. Swamp is there. He's ready. Fucked up in the third, man, but, whatever.